Well, guys, we got another episode of Into the Badlands, and it was one heck of an episode. Okay, so we're starting off with pretty much where we left off. Just a lot of craziness, getting everything set up. We got the Widow's faction going in and sabotaging a convoy meant for one of the other barons that, Baron Quinn is trying to form a sort of alliance with. Well, naturally, they're stealing it so they can sort of set him up, and they're just playing so much exposition. We get a scene of MK and Sunny training together, and you can tell that MK is starting to come a long way, but at the same time he's still got a long way to go because, as Sunny said, he's not being predictable enough, or unpredictable enough. So he really has to learn how to sort of incorporate every form of combat that there is, not just, your standard hit, kick, dodge. It's got to be unpredictable, which is what will make him dangerous. Later on in the episode, we do see that he is, in fact, practicing his forms almost every night. He says he's serious about it, and he gets close to cutting himself to see what it would be like if he could control it, but naturally, as we all know, he can't control it. More stuff that we got coming in with this episode is we see something very interesting at the beginning of the episode with the Widow's faction. They find a few old items, one of which is a record player. When they put it on, music starts to, play some older music. They start dancing, having a good time, laughing, and then the Widow comes in, pulls off the record, and smashes it. Because why not? Why not? We just need to show that this character is a true and total bitch. Seriously? We already see this character as that way. We don't need any extra reassurance. Small little pet peeve, but... So, more into the episode. The whole stuff with the Baron's new mistress... I'm sorry, but it's just not that interesting to me. Yes, she's sleeping with both her future husband and her future stepson. Kind of weird, but it is there. We do, however, find out something interesting, that there was, in fact, another Baroness before herself. So this would make her the third. However, this is the first time we're hearing of the second one. So it'll be a little interesting. It's quite possible that this other Baroness was never known of by anyone other than the original wife. So that's nice. That's kind of interesting. But like I said, most of the stuff going on with the Baron's love life is, in my opinion, very uninteresting, and I just don't care much for it. I am so sorry, guys. I'm on the verge of falling asleep. It's late for me, so. More into the episode, there's more of a sort of distrust when it comes down to Sunny. Mainly because he takes the book to Sunny's girlfriend, whose name I have so much trouble remembering. I am so sorry. And Sunny, of course, finds out, says, "I trusted you," finds out that MK does not, in fact, have a way out of the city. Or out of the Badlands. Oh my god. I'm so confused right now. And this sort of throws a sort of a rift between the two of them. Which inevitably leaves MK out of the plans when they decide we're going to go to this pardon, this sort of parlay. And naturally MK disobeys orders and follows them anyway, ends up becoming one of the lookouts. Somewhere else in the episode, we do see, however, that the Baron's son, Ryder, has plans. He wants to be the Baron, and he is willing to do pretty much anything to take that position, including killing his father. Later on, we do find out that he and Zephyr, and apparently the Widow, are all in cahoots now. Zephyr wants to be the Baron. I mean, no, not Zephyr. Ryder wants to be the Baron. The Widow wants MK, and I don't exactly remember what they said Zephyr wanted. But this was an all-around good episode. I did like the fact that this episode did not actually start off with a big fight scene. However, it did end with a big fight scene. Really? I guess I'm not really surprised, considering that is a big piece of it. We do learn a little bit more about how they're going to get out of the Badlands. The old guy in the wheelchair, the one who totally beat the living crap out of MK, who was an awesome character. I mean, I want to see more of this guy. I just thought he was great. He gives Sunny a little statue, a sort of army figurine, says, "Go to the River King," or the Riverman, whichever one he said. "He'll have a way out of the Badlands for you." This was all in all a very good episode. We do see that somewhere in the episode, not only does MK go into his sort of demon-eyed, supernatural type deal, but he does actually make it subside when he does this whole, "Oh, the power of love is going to save me." Like, really? Come on. That's a cliche if I ever saw one. But cliche or not, we all kind of saw it coming, Tilda is sort of the love interest for MK. Basically, a lot of exposition, a lot of explaining. You can see that the Baron is really just slowly having his mind warped. And it's just going all over the place. It's just getting crazy. Anyway, all in all for this episode, I want to give this one an 8.9 out of 10. It was a really good episode. Very good exposition, and just the overall story is getting better. I gotta say, I do love the Zephyr character. She just seems like one of the perfect balanced characters of just, being cocky, but also just being so awesome and just a great complex character. I want to see more of Zephyr, and of course, get, I don't know, some more story exposition. I mean, we stayed a little bit inside of this whole, hey, we got a war that's getting ready to brew, and we've only got 2 episodes left of this season, so we got a lot to cover, because obviously, Sunny's not going to be leaving the Badlands at the end of this season. But 6 episodes for the season, I think it'll be okay. So, I guess that's it for this episode, you guys. What did you think of the episode in the comments section below? Be sure to follow me on Facebook, which is in the description below. Hit like button and smash subscribe button. As always, I've been Kendricks. Have an awesome day, people. Peace out, and I'll catch you later.